One of the refrains we've seen trying to make sense of the 2022 elections is that candidates matter. Okay? Candidates matter. You've heard that. So I'm going to try to refute that with three words. Three words. Senator John Fetterman. So I'm going to try to keep it classy. I'm not going to dwell on all of the crazy utterances he said in the campaign trail. And I will not mention that giant growth in the back of his neck that is still unexplained. Will not bring that up. But his brain's scrambled. He's got a scrambled brain. He can't compute what he hears, and he can barely speak. And even though he plays a blue-collar guy on TV, do you know that he has a degree from Harvard and lived off of his parents until his 40s? So, not really the populist guy with the shorts and the big hoodie, is he? He's all propped up. He's propped up by a left-wing movement and must be a crazy family to put him out there like that. And now, on MSNBC, a host named Katie Tur suggested he could be a presidential candidate. Isn't that something? Hey, candidates matter. He would definitely have the biggest growth of any candidate if he did it. So, if you're not convinced by this argument, let me give you two more words. Tony DeLuca. Now, have you ever heard of Tony DeLuca? He was reelected to Pennsylvania Senate last month. You probably haven't heard of him because he's dead. Tony's dead. Doesn't matter. He still won. So, you see my point. So, what does matter? What does matter? We've got the right values. The candidate's not going to deal with that. What does matter? It actually is coming back to my story at the beginning of the talk, community organizing. So, don't laugh, but we actually have to learn from Barack Obama in this regard. How else could Joe Biden and John Fetterman and the dead guy from Pennsylvania win elections? It's community organizing. It is people getting organized. That is how you explain any left-wing success that we're having in this country. So, how do we do that? That's for a different time, probably a different venue. But if we have learned anything, it's that it is not necessarily about who's on the ballot or what is on the ballot. It is that the ballot physically goes into the ballot box. So I became editor-in-chief of Breitbart in 2013, just after Obama was inaugurated for a second term. And it surprised a lot of us at the time. In retrospect, it was not at all surprising. And he beat those conservatives who thought that the future of the movement was about amnesty for illegal aliens. So then we had our Civil War, which we won, which is great. So where do we go from here? So now we have a choice. The choice is we can either go one of two directions. We can stop working. We can Netflix and chill. And we can feel content that we have the best values, we have the funniest memes, and we have the best looking women. All of these are true, scientific fact. So we can feel content in that and continue to lose. Hey, but we're right, feeling good about it. Or we take a different approach. We take the approach the left has been taking. We take those lessons of Barack Obama and Mark Elias and George Soros and the World Economic Forum, and we get organized. So my mission for you today is I want you to appreciate that America is still the last best hope for the earth. Despite the best efforts of the left, we enjoy most of the freedoms our founding fathers left us, and many others that they probably hadn't even thought of. But most importantly, I want to get you fired up. I want you to engage in the process at a civic level, even more deeply than you had in the past. I want you to put in the hard work, and I still want you to have fun and be fearless. But most importantly, we have to get organized. And if we do that, this country will see the strongest conservative movement that we've ever seen. Thank you very much. I'm Alex Marlow. Have a great rest of your conference.